Hey there, it's me, Julie Fei-Fan Balzer, and welcome to my studio. So I've been working really hard on a fun little 220-page project. Ta-da! And I'm about to give you a little flip through and show you all about what is in my 2025 art practice planner. So I just picked up my order and I'm so excited about how it looks. This is my 2025 art practice planner. And you can see it has some sort of basic information sort of at the front of it. Then there's an artistic skills assessment, and then you can sort of figure out it, do some reflections, set some goals of all kinds. Then I put in a reading tracker to keep track of art-related books that I read, 2025 calendar, 2025 holiday list, kind of some of the traditional stuff. Then every month has these kind of goal setting things, some areas that you want to work in, along with plenty of areas. Like this is the report, this is the end of month evaluation, a routine planner, a routine tracker, so you can actually get some art routines, area for notes that you want to take about your art practice or what's going on that month. And then I like to have my calendar in a time ladder. So that's how this calendar is organized. It always has a Monday start because that works, again, for me, for my art practice, and that made sense. So you can see you can have your daily pages, and then every month has a end of month reflection wrap up. And then again, we go into each of the months. Now, sprinkled throughout here, let's see if I can find it for you. So for instance, are various things you might want to know, like here is a worksheet on analyzing artwork, like how to do it, the things you might be interested in. And then, you can fill out this page, you could photocopy it, you could just, use it for information, whatever it is that you want. But I try to continually put in lots of different ways for you to use the planner and then have some consistency in the basic format. Here you can see an iteration process diagram. Anyway, I won't show you everything because it would take forever, but this is a guide to creative block. There's just lots of stuff spread throughout here. And then once you get through, obviously, all of that, all the different maps and ideas, we get into the end of the year. And then at the very end of the year, you'll see like your 2025 bests to put in some stuff because this book really becomes a reflection on inspiration sources, your art practice assessment, some inspiring thoughts that I find, and then you could add your own inspiring thoughts. But one of the things that's unusual here that I did on purpose is they always have all the end of the year stuff at the very end of the year, and I find that really not useful. So I actually put it, here we go. Most of the end of the year stuff is kind of at the end of November because that allows you to really start thinking about how to plan for December. So this is your end of year reflection, and you can of course fill it out like throughout December, but it's really like you're meant to start thinking about it in November so that by the time you reach this December, you're ready to jump into January and not just sort of begin the reflections because there may be things that you need to work on. But I'm hoping that this calendar is going to do great things for me this year or this coming year for my art practice. I'm really excited to use it. So I'm super excited to use this planner. I think it's going to keep me really on track with my goals, with all of the incremental improvements that I know need to go into becoming a better artist and getting all the things done that I want to, and really making sure, that I'm using my time effectively and that I'm really being thoughtful about the creative choices that I'm making. So you can get a PDF download of this in my shop if that's something that you're interested in. And my Art Practice monthly members do get a steep discount. So you can also check out membership at myartpractice.com.